Pope Francis has arrived in New York after an historic day in Washington where he addressed Congress on several issues from immigration to income inequality. The 50-minute speech was the first time in history a pope addressed Congress. News 2's national correspondent Mark Meredith joins us live on Capitol Hill with an in-depth look at the speech having an impact across the country and around the globe. Good evening, Mark.
And a good evening to you, Brendan. A very busy day here on Capitol Hill, but also a day no one is likely soon to forget. Pope Francis brought many members of Congress to their feet, even some to tears, as he talked about issues impacting everyone in the United States, the income inequality gap, as well as the growing refugee crisis overseas in Europe. We also heard from this Pope about one specific message to Congress, and that the need to work together.
Mr. Speaker, the Pope of the Holy See.
In a place where politics never stops, today's visit by Pope Francis brought the nation's legislative leaders together in a way not seen every day.
Your one responsibility
For some 50 minutes, Francis spoke on many issues Congress continues to battle on, among them the death penalty, human rights, and the growing refugee crisis overseas.
Our world is facing a refugee crisis of a magnitude not seen since the Second World War. This presents us with great challenges and many hard decisions.
As members listened to the papal speech, spoken slowly and without the use of a teleprompter, Francis pleaded with U.S. leaders to reconsider their role as a global arms supplier.
Why are deadly weapons being sold to those who plan to inflict untold suffering on individuals and society?
For their part, members of Congress listened intently and respectfully, while outside the Capitol on the National Mall, thousands cheered at the speech shown on large screens. Then, in true Francis fashion, the Pope greeted his supporters from the Capitol steps, delivering a reminder of just how much one man can bring a country together. Certainly an incredible day in D.C. The trip continues. The Pope just landing, as you guys mentioned a few minutes ago, up at New York JFK Airport. A busy schedule for him. He's got Mass tomorrow night at Madison Square Garden for tens of thousands of people. He'll also be doing a papal parade through Central Park. The trip continues from New York, heading to Philadelphia first thing Saturday morning, and then back to Rome Sunday night. Brendan?
Mark, is there a political tug of war of sorts going on in Washington? Democrats, Republicans trying to align themselves with the Pope's agendas and beliefs?
Well, it was interesting because there during the speech, people were very respectful. You didn't see any of the name calling or the booing that you may see during a State of the Union address. We also did get the sense from some of the representatives we talked to afterwards that this was a message, a speech that resonated with them. Now, how long will it last? We're still facing a possible government shutdown. That's still yet to be seen. But there was a sense, didn't matter which side of the aisle you were on, that people did appreciate hearing from the Pope, Catholic and non-Catholics alike, and that the message will likely stick with them, at least through the weekend.
All right, Mark Meredith with our Washington Bureau. Thanks, Mark, for that. For complete coverage